There's not a week that went by and I did not think about creating content. There's not a week that goes by that I don't pick up my phone and do something like this and just wish that like I can get back to doing what I was doing, or have like the confidence and build up that momentum to do this yet again. But thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah. But anyways, if you are the type of person that people have been like, oh, create content, start creating content, get on the internet, do YouTube videos, you know, I'm here. It's me, baby, it's me. Honestly, I am in your shoes. I got a few notes here, and please stay until the very last minute because you're gonna like that. You're gonna love it, okay? Come for you. Perfection / comparison. Honestly, these are gonna be tied in with my own personal stories. So perfection, that's just how I'm wired. And as I'm always trying to like get the best of the best that I can. So like when I started creating content when I was very, very, very young. I love the computer. I used to just like turn on the webcam and then just do little crazy stuff. There might be like a video of me on the internet somewhere. I don't know. I'm talking 100 miles per hour because I just had this in my system. So I used to just create content, and I'm gonna put like videos of myself talking and stuff. I look a little different, a lot different. And you guys are gonna see like basically why I just don't want to quit doing this. It's just so much fun. It's just in me. Okay. So I look back at those older videos and then the fears that I had, like when the perfectionism and imposter syndrome started kicking in when I was doing content creating the round 2. My second time coming back to YouTube, honestly, I grew overnight. Not overnight, I would say, but like within during the pandemic, I went from like 300 subscribers to like 15K. I had a few videos go viral because of I want to say most people, when they were like commenting back feedback, they were like, your personality, you're so much fun, da 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 da. And a lot of it is not even basically like, oh, what my setup was. So when I got to like 15K, when I got that letter, the letter within a week, the imposter syndrome kicked in, honestly. And it was just like, me, little old me, off of this many YouTube videos and da 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 da. I just couldn't believe it, you know, because the whole time I'm just having fun. I'm not thinking like, oh, this is it. Like, it's just like, oh, this is like, it just didn't register in my head. So I experienced a lot of like imposter syndrome-ish in a way, even if it sounds too good to be true, even if it feels like, wow, this was so easy to do. One thing I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell me, this is a God-given gift, honestly. And I can't even say it's something that I just fell over. This is something that I've been doing since I was a kid. So that's why it was so easy for me to like edit. It was so easy for me to be in front of a camera and like interact and move the way that I was, because it wasn't my first time being on camera. It wasn't my first time being on camera. It just came so easy. It just came so easy and natural to me to be able to like create content, edit content, produce content, know the type of personality that I know I have, and like kind of like translate it on camera. Did a little bit of self-discovery, which made it easier for me to like be a little bit more confident out in the world as I am on camera too. So it's like, and the way that I did that honestly was just like sprinkling a little bit of this into real life, and I feel like less anxious and I'm able to like talk to people, literally anybody. I'm glad that I did get a sit out. I'm grateful that I did get a timeout on content and I was able to actually like engage with people and force myself to reality. Taking away social media really was like a pinnacle for me. It was like one of the greatest things that I could do. It was like, yeah, this works. I go in and off of social media every now and then because you guys, I love TikTok is my drug. But yeah, having to forcing myself to being like social with people in person, that honestly made it easier for me to be like less anxious about what if people find out, what if people at my job find out, because it's easier to since I have like sprinkled in my personality, like I've noticed like sprinkling in my personality, like even at work or like when I go to like a freaking, like when I even go pick up groceries, like sprinkling in a little bit of my personality makes me feel comfortable enough to like pull out my camera and like I literally just talked myself out of it. But what I can say is like, it's everything, just because it feels easy to you is not something that you should take for granted, and that's it. And honestly, I missed it almost every single day because I'm the same person sitting up there and I'm doing like voiceovers on TikTok and I'm saving them on my camera roll. I'm talking day in and day out. There's not a day that went by. Let me not exaggerate. There's not a week that went by and I did not think about creating content. There's not a week that goes by that I don't pick up my phone and do something like this and just wish that like I can get back to doing what I was doing, or have like the confidence and build up that momentum to do this yet again. But your girl is back. Don't let the fact that you don't have a niche hold you back. I know a lot of people tell you have a niche, have a niche, have a niche, have a niche, have a niche. You know, like on my channel right now, I don't know what the feedback is going to be from my viewers, right? Because like most of my videos that I did used to have on my channel were like wig videos. So at 15K, I'm thinking people expect for my content to look like this now. No, that's not why people click. People click because of your personality. I mean, people click because of the thumbnail, obviously, but people mostly stayed because of my personality. That's what people were saying. So I don't know why I was pressuring myself into like trying to like evolve my content really, really fast. And honestly, that's the thing, like, right? I love the editing part. So like when I'm watching a video and it's just still like this video, I might have a slightly of a like I might be bored editing it because I'm just sitting in a car doing absolutely nothing, you know? So yeah, aesthetics are cute, aesthetics are a blah, but honestly, stick to what your people like you the best for. And follow on to like the burnout. So leading to the burnout, so because I was overthinking so much and like going back obsessing over what the set looked like or the background looked like, it literally drained my brain so much that it led to burnout. Because the work itself wasn't that bad, even though I had to like do like around that time I was doing like maybe one wig video a week, and it wasn't bad per se. Like, was it chewing up my hairline? Yeah, but but like the work itself was not that hard. I had like a system down as far as like the wig videos went. It was just like after a while I burnt out because I started obsessing over something that like I started obsessing over stuff that, you know, that was not even in the picture already. Of course, over time you're gonna want to improve your equipment. You're gonna want to improve your equipment. You're gonna want to like have a better setup, yes. But at that time, at 15K, I don't think people even cared. Like, you're still a small channel. Like, and I'm talking to myself now. I don't like what the lighting is doing. Let's close the roof a little bit. Let's see what the lighting. Cute. Anyway, so yeah, I don't think people did that. But mind you, like my first YouTube deal, I got it off of my freaking phone. So and then my phone, it led to me buying my camera. So I don't understand why I was obsessing over what I was. But then again, that's just me not being creative, being confident in my creative process. And I understand why you would not be confident in your creative process, because at the end of the day, your brain is working like this, like overtime, and you think that your reality is gonna like your brain and your reality are never necessarily going to catch up and align exactly at the same time, because your creative brain is like thinking of the next. And I feel like what helps me kind of like slow down now a little bit is via batch creating content, kind of, sort of, or like just having my videos planned out and having an idea of what the video is going to look like, and understanding that if I go back and constantly change stuff, I'm only overwhelming myself, and it might lead me back to that same vicious cycle, and I don't want to do that. So that's what I gave up on. And then understanding that, yep, your girl is y'all know how Rochelle's like, my man got 2 jobs. As a content creator, you have multiple jobs. You're wearing multiple hats. You are the editor, you are the costumer, you are wearing so many hats, like I don't even know. Literally, you're wearing so many hats. It's gonna be on the screen. You're wearing so many hats, like it's unfair. So to people to think like, for you, not people, for you to think that this is an easy road and you should not pace yourself, or that it like so you don't get to a point where you hate it. But going back to it, a reason why I quit doing YouTube, honestly, I was it's like I talked myself into that cycle. I was seeing some of the YouTubers that I watched growing up going back to working 9 to 5s. Not that something is wrong with working 9 to 5s, because I currently do that right now, baby. I do manual labor, okay? But it's just like I had literally dropped out of college, and I was like, I need to go back to school. I had dropped out during the pandemic. During the pandemic, I was having a ball. I was like, I need to go back to school and actually finish my degree and just have something to show for it. And I was thinking that right after I got my degree, I was going to have a bigger job, and I didn't. So I put a pause on my content. I wanted to have something to fall back on.